Good morning, young man. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How are you doing today, sir?
All right, and yourself, man. I'm here blessed, man. Do another show with you, man.
Definitely, definitely. Speaking of blessing, you just had a around the sun blessing just this past week. Is happy birthday to you, brother.
Ah, man, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you around here for another one of these things they call years. That they, for some reason, a lot of people be arguing about is 365 days, and every 4 years, 366. That I don't, and you talk to some other folks, they say Earth been here for 100 million, thousand years. Some people say all kind of different times, but we glad you're here for this one.
Ah,
So,
man, I
what
appreciate
time for the birthday, G? What time for the birthday, G? What time for the birthday, G?
that, man.
Would be me if I give you a nice little shout out for your birthday.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir, for being with us. And let's get down to the fun. Look like both of us got on the Lions. I see you got on the Matthew Stafford. And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have some fun. So, but before we do that, we got to start with our topic of the week. Topic of the week is University of Michigan wins the national championship. Congratulations to all the Wolverine faithful out there. I'm gonna have to hear this one the rest of my life. And they've been pretty good. Normally, my phone will be ringing, my text will be ringing, email inboxes. I haven't got very many folks tease me. So for that, I say thank you. But at the same time, I still congratulate them. They earned it. They went out there. They put the smash on good old Washington. I felt bad for him about the third, fourth quarter. Felix couldn't do nothing to save his life.
Man, he trash.
He was running for his life. He could.
He trash.
I felt bad for that boy. He
He
a couple more connections here and there. The game could have been a little bit better. They had some drops, some timely drops. He had some overthrows.
I
And
see
that
why.
defense was coming at him all which way, every which way but loose.
I see
Great
why.
game, great game.
I see why he finished second in the Heisman. He trash, garbage, straight garbage.
I still think that he's better than
Jaden,
the kid in Arizona State.
well, Arizona State. You mean LSU?
LSU, my bad. He came from Arizona State. My bad. LSU, yes. But hey, we that night Michigan proved to be the best all the way around. Complete domination on both sides of the ball. Do you think Donovan Epps got robbed of the MVP trophy? You think he should have been the MVP?
No, because he only showed up that night. The other 14 games, he only, you know how many touchdowns he had for the season? 6.
No, what I'm saying, no. What I'm saying for MVP of that game.
Oh, for that game? Yeah,
yes.
He should have got it. Absolutely. I'm sorry. I misheard the question. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm getting older. Yeah, nah, man. He should have got it. But of course they're going to give it to Blake, right? There's many times where if we look at all types of sports, right? Basketball, there's many a times Scotty outdid Mike, but they gave it to Mike, right? Yeah. But yeah, he should have got it.
Yeah, because he
did. He balled out.
He balled out. He got the benefit of a little bit of a hole there and there, but hey, he took advantage of it and ran it through. No call means that didn't happen. It's only a call of it if they called it. Ask the Lions, and he got his own two plays, 2 touchdowns, and sparked the game. And that was all. That was everything that they needed right there. At that 14 points he put up, Washington put up 13. He won the game by himself, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So I think they should have given it to Donovan Edwards, but hopefully, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to come back next year. His plan was to leave after this year, but with the stats he have, I don't know if it's going to work out for him. He may just have to age out. Sometimes that happens in the program. Will he go somewhere else? Probably not. But we're going to see what his future is. We're going to see what McCarthy's future is going to be. We're going to see what the running back with the curly hair what's the name?
He was a senior. Blake Corum was a senior.
Blake Corum was a senior, so he's going to go.
Yeah, he got to go. Yeah.
The question is, you think he'll make it to the league? You think he'll be a change of pace back, a little third down back in the league?
Too little, man. Too little.
Well, that's kind of what they look like now. If you look at Raheem Mostert.
Who?
Look at Raheem Mostert.
From the Dolphins?
Yeah. What about the guy who hurt his knee for Cleveland? They all built the same kind of way.
Yeah,
they may be a little bit taller than him, but they built the same way.
Kareem Hunt and Mostert, those are durable backs. Blake Corum ain't no durable back.
McCarthy the same way. They all about the same size.
Nah. Then he only had breakaway speed. Donovan Edwards, he hit the hole, he hit the second gear. Blake Corum, you can catch Blake Corum. Nah, man, he ain't going nowhere. He'd be standing next to Mike Hart.
He said he gonna be next to Mike Hart.
Right next to Mike Hart. Hey man, you got an extra clipboard and a Sharpie. Out of here, man. Trash. No, you already know how I feel again about them Ann Arbor people, man. He trash. The only back that actually came out of Michigan that I would actually say, okay, was Tyrone Wheatley. And Tyrone Wheatley, do you know what Tyrone Wheatley played when he was in high school at Robichaud? He was a quarterback. He wasn't even a running back. When he got to Michigan, they made him a running back. Man, them Michigan running backs don't do well in the NFL. Look at him. A-Train, what do you do? Tim Biakabatuka, what do you do? Leroy Horde, what do you do? Chris Floyd, what do you do? I mean, I can run the list down. It's only an hour in the show. I can run the list down. But, man, they don't pan. Mike Hart, what do you do? There you go.
Well, it's a new generation and a new style of football. We're going to see what happens moving down the line. And I'm going to say that the greatest running back in Michigan history is Christopher Michael Floyd. So shout out to him.
Chris Floyd was the best? No.
Yeah. That's my family, so he always going to be the best. He always the best.
Went to Cooley?
Cooley High Product. That's my brother. So
the best
running back of all time.
The best one to come out of Michigan was probably Jamie Morris.
I'm not saying technically, but literally, to me, he the best. That's family. So you always got to prop up family.
I mean, that's family, but your family didn't even start.
We're not gonna go there today. That's my brother. Love him. He got a ring. He supported them on Monday night to help them get that ring. So
he was there?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was there because he don't live too far from Houston. He down here in Texas. Okay. I'm pretty sure he was there.
Why you didn't go?
No, I didn't go.
You didn't go driving out there or nothing?
I didn't go. Nah. I was talking to my boy about that. I called him after the game when I realized he was down there. When I told him if he was down there to let me know, I was gonna come down there with him, but he didn't. But it's probably best. It's probably best because I don't have a lot of bail money. That's probably.
Well, what you mean? You would have just went down there and be like, okay, y'all won. So what? Move on.
You've never partied in Houston, sir. Trust me.
Oh.
Partying in Houston is a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level. It's it's partying and it's Houston partying. It's a different
two different things.
Two different things.
The devil is the DJ at a Houston party.
And he worked the front door. And he's behind the bar.
Okay, yeah. All right. I got you.
We want to say good morning to Mr. Stephen Harris. He said, yeah, go blue. Washington look like Maryland. He agrees that Edwards, should have been the MVP. And we got Mercedes AMG. She's probably laughing at us talking about Houston. If she's been to Houston, she understands and knows like the party down there. Of course, I got to ask the question: is the championship tainted?
Absolutely. You just showed every kid in America that plays this game, Pop Warner, Little League, everything, that cheating is okay. Cheating's acceptable.
Hasn't it always been, though?
It's only cheating if you get caught. They got caught. And then once they got caught, they wanted to point the finger at everybody else. No, you do the crime, you do the time. You got caught. If me and you speeding down I-75, and the cop get me, and he put me over. I say, you ain't see Kamau speeding? Yeah, I did, but I got him. I got you. Why I'm telling on you? Because I got caught. You got caught. Your own quarterback admitted it. He came out, J.J. McCartney came out and admitted it. You cheated. Yes, it's just like Notre Dame, tainted under the Golden Dome. Same thing. NCAA just sitting here waiting. They waiting to see what Harbaugh gonna do. They waiting to see what JJ McCarthy gonna do. They waiting to see, and then they gonna come down with the punishment. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna get vacated, just like the Fab Five, because they don't like Michigan.
Well, I've always said from the beginning that I always thought that they was gonna get away with this. That whatever happened was gonna be a slight slap on the wrist.
No.
They've already had Harbaugh's already had to sit the 6 games over 2 different infractions. But I've always believed that from what I've seen, they've always gotten away with murder, and they basically sacrificed the basketball program, but football is king over there. So I don't really see them getting anything substantial. Maybe a loss of 5 recruits, maybe something. They may have to forfeit a game or 2. But they're not gonna. They probably. I'll be very, very surprised if they took that national championship from them. I really would.
Get ready to be surprised. Look at it this way. You won the national championship. You're not even a favorite to repeat. You know the favorite is? Georgia. Yeah. They got Georgia already to win it.
Yeah, I saw that. After that performance they put on against Florida State.
But you know what? You know how sometimes, like when Nick Saban won, or when Kirby Smart won, or even when whoever won, you could feel it. Like it'd be like, dang, okay, they won the national. It's like they won the national, okay, on and something else. I'm telling you, they're coming. They're coming, and they're coming hard. Because see, at the end of the day, if he stays, the punishment gonna be that much severe. If he don't stay, then all the kids gonna pay for it, right? You're gonna see people decommitting, you're gonna see people in the transfer portal, but they waiting to see what Jim gonna do. If Jim stays, that punishment gonna be real severe.
Well, either way, the kid's gonna get punished. Either way, it's gonna be a punishment.
But I'm saying if he stays, if he leaves, it won't be as bad. But if he stays, it's gonna be bad. Okay. Because they don't like him. They already caught him in lies. Your quarterback, that's why you kind of figured JJ not coming back. For you to admit it, why would you come back? Right? If I stole your wallet and you caught me and I told you, no, I ain't steal your wallet. And then on my deathbed, I told you I stole my wallet. See what I'm saying? You know what, he's not coming back. Now, as far as Jim, I don't know, because it's kind of murky waters. I don't know because I thought about you last night when you sent me that thing, and I was like, what if that happens again? Remember the Minnesota job? He just knew he was a shoo-in, and then he don't get picked. So that's what I'm saying. I don't even know if he a candidate anymore.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still believe, just like last year, he's using the NFL as leverage for the contract he wants at Michigan.
Okay, so if that's your theory and that's your belief, the contract been on the table for 2 weeks. Why he ain't signed it? That's what I'm saying. Why did he go out and hire Tom Brady's agent? If you already knew you was coming back, he would have been signed the contract. He's not coming back because he know if he come back NCAA, okay, what they play, 15 games. Imagine they got to go the defending national champion. You go week 7. You fly in October. You fly to Washington. We don't even know if Washington gonna be good or not. But just the point. Now you got to take that road trip without Jim Harbaugh because he's suspended the first 7. You think Sharon Moore can pull that off out there? That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's gonna be tough because, of course, we're gonna get to it. But DeBoer is going to Alabama now. Who's gonna take that spot? So we're gonna get to that.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't even want that job. I would want to come after the guy they hired. Like if they hired you and you didn't pan out, then I go to Alabama. I wouldn't go take that job.
Well, I have to agree with you on that. Being the first coach behind a successful coach is one of the hardest things you've ever done. I've had to deal with that in my own professional career as one of my very first volleyball jobs, coming behind a very beloved and very successful volleyball coach. When we came in as a team of coaches, those girls didn't want nothing to do with us, and it wasn't our fault. It was nothing that we really could have done. Right. But hey, that's so I've been there. All right, let's see here. Will Harbaugh stay? We already addressed that one. Can they do it again? I don't know. It depends. for the formula that they have, as long as they keep the Ravens coaches keep coming back and forth on the defensive side, I think they would have a good chance.
No. The only way they repeat is if they don't play nobody. Because they didn't play nobody this year. Who did they play out of conference? Nobody. They didn't play nobody out of conference. Top Power 5, nothing. They didn't play nobody Power 5. So this year it's getting harder. You got to go to Seattle. You got to go to Columbus, even though they're not because Maserati already declared. He already left. But the other receiver came back. Number 2, he came back. Okay. Michigan State is a transgression, right? He got to get his people in, whatever.
We're gonna talk about that one too. It's some murky waters over there.
Penn State. We already know James Franklin's an idiot. Okay, who really gonna get them some
coordinator?
Right? Who is gonna really give them some problems besides that Washington game and the Ohio State game at the end? They don't play nobody out of conference, but yet they still won't repeat. Because even if you do get back, guess who's sitting there waiting? Uncle Kirby. You know they mad. They mad because they got robbed, so they're going to take it out on y'all.
In Florida State, they about to lose a lot of people because they got sanctioned from the NIL, so they're going to lose a few people behind that. It's always some kind of a domino effect every time.
Absolutely.
All right, we got Steven says, sound like sour grapes to me, talking about us and how we feeling about the game. Most of Michigan going to the NFL. Harbaugh has been targeted for his stance on NIL, squeezing more money for the student athlete out of the NFL. Upset the gravy train. Michigan losing too many kids to the NFL. Now, I want to address that really quickly. I do like Harbaugh for that. He has spoke up for the kids, saying they should be making more money. I do like that about him. They should have, and to me, that's a part of the problem. There shouldn't even be an NIL. A long time ago, they should have sat down when they started getting these TV deals and said, let's cut these kids in on this money.
How you gonna cut the kid in on the money when you're paying the coach 10 times as much as he's worth?
That's exactly what he was saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. We're making this money. Why can't these kids? And the kids are doing the work.
Okay, so if that's the case, take your pay cut, Harbaugh. Take a pay cut.
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I can't speak for him on that. But his point is, if I'm making his money, these kids should too. And because everything is coming off their back. NFL is sort of it's closer to that. The NFL players make a lot of them make way more money than the coach.
Absolutely.
And NBA as well. But you still got to make provisions for these kids who give up more of their time than those NFL players and those NBA players combined. They don't go home in the summertime. They don't go home over Christmas. They don't go anywhere for spring break. They're up at 5 a.m, weight room, study hall. So they should definitely be making some of that money.
Isn't that part of the commitment that you signed up for?
Yeah, they give you a scholarship for that. But back in the day, they weren't making that kind of money. Now they're making money hand over fist, sitting on top of a pile, like the Joker was. And Batman sitting on all that money set on fire. That's how they making the money now. So the kids should be making some money. They really should. They should be getting more than that stipend that they get. All right. Steven says university pays coach, which is true, and Steven says the NCAA keeps it. But they each university they get a nice little stipend, especially now with these TV deals. All right. Don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to get on the phone to let everybody know we are on the air. We got the book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day from Mr. Marcus Holmes. He's not joining us today. I'm doing a double duty of I'm hosting and I'm producing and we're talking about all the good stuff. And don't forget to just let everybody know we're here. Join our Facebook page. Thank you for everybody. And we're gonna move on to the NFL. It is wild card weekend, and we got some good games going on. We got some good things happening. And I'm really excited about it. We're going to go all down the list. We're going to talk about the different games. But at the end, we're going to give our predictions. We got Browns to Texas. Browns going down to Houston. For the supposed team. The Browns were supposed to win their division. They play 4 quarterbacks. I would be willing to give the coach over there the coach of the year with Dan Campbell coming up next, and the Texans.
Let's see.
No, actually, it's Texas who I would really give the coach of the year to D'Amico Ryan. They weren't even supposed to win 3 games, and they won a division with a rookie quarterback. So, what you think about that game? How you like that game?
I don't know, man. Joe Fluco. I don't know. He all right.
That's the real Sleepy Joe.
He was sleeping on the couch. Now he out here. He got it. It's believable.
He was sleeping on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, who knows, man? He's a toss-up. Because they go to Houston, right?
Yep.
But see, Myles Garrett, that's a whole nother animal right there.
Yeah. Defense, they got strong defense.
Man, it's gonna be a good game. Yeah.
All right, we got Dolphins and Chiefs in the Snow Bowl, in the cold, the snow. They talking about it being worse than the Ice Bowl in Green Bay many years ago. It's almost to the point where they almost talking about postponing it, but I don't think they can. I think they're gonna get in there and take that tarp off and keep the snow blowers handy. And that's gonna be a battle with wheels right there. Either it's gonna be 6-3 or 50-45, one or the other in that game. Because when you got conditions like that, either you running all over the place or you're not doing much of anything. I'm looking forward to seeing that game this evening. It's 6 good games, that's for sure. 6 good games. And then, so how you like that one? You think they'll still be able to pass that ball like both teams like to do?
It's all gonna depend if Miss Swift there. If Miss Swift is there, they got a chance. If Miss Swift ain't there, it's all over. Because now you're taking a warm team, which is Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
Into a cold element, right? But if the cheetah catch the ball in space, the quicker he get to the end zone, the quicker he can go back over there and sit down. So it all depends. But then they not catching the ball on the other end. So it all depends. Got to brave the elements. That's what it comes down to. Brave the elements.
Very much so. Very much so. All right. Let's see, Mr. Earl Addison. He put something on the LinkedIn channel that came in. Let me read that out to you guys. Let's see what he said. I think he's still talking about the NCAA. He said he agrees that Georgia will come back. And he's also said, was it really proven that Michigan cheated? And he thinks that Penix is a good quarterback. Nick didn't like the NIL. So thank you, Earl Anderson, for going on the LinkedIn side and leaving comments. So that I'm before we jump back in it, any platform you on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, or YouTube, leave a comment. I always go back and look at those areas, and I leave comments for your comment. Thank you for that. Don't forget to click like, click share, and let everybody know that we're on these areas. A lot of my friends say they put us on in the background when they're cleaning in the morning, old school. Open up the windows, open up the doors. What I always say, we want to be the soul train of this generation. Kamau and Felix, Sports Talk Kamau and Felix instead of Soul Train. We're gonna usher that in, especially this year. We go on once a week. So let's see here. Where were we? Steelers and Bills. Well, which quarterback is going to show up to play for the Steelers as well as the Bills? You're in Buffalo with the Bills Mafia. What you think about this one?
I hope the Bills crush them. Like I told you, I don't like Mike Tomlin. Never have, never will. He could be sitting right here next to me. I tell him to his face, I don't like you. I don't like you, man. Man.
What don't you like about the young man?
He false. You try to come on like you this tough coach, and you're not the Bill Cowers. You're not the who's before Bill Cowher. I can't think of the coach before Bill Cowher. You're not none of them. Go on, sit down somewhere, man.
I've never seen him as a tough coach. I've always seen him as the kind of coach where he'll pull you to the side and talk to you, but in terms of embarrassing you, I've never seen him as that type of coach.
I'm just not a fan. Never have been.
I was a fan of him. I wasn't a fan of him until I saw how they mic'd him up at the Super Bowl and how he talked to the players down the stretch. That's when I became a Mike Tomlin fan. But before that, I was like, he all right. I thought he was getting a lot of his credit was from the teams that the coach previous to him had, the talent he had. I thought he was building off of that. But as you can see, 17 years later, still haven't had a season where he's been less than 500, making the playoffs again this year with 3 quarterbacks of his own. So kudos to him. You can't take nothing away from him. All right, we got the Green Bay Dallas game. The first, let's see, that is Sunday afternoon. That's the 4:00 game. To me, that should have been the Monday night game instead of the Eagles and Buccaneers. But hey, I don't do the planning for that. Right. Green Bay and Dallas on Saturday afternoon. No, Sunday afternoon. That's the 4:00 game. The Youngin versus Pressure. Youngin being Love, Pressure being Dak. Dak got all the pressure on his back. He got the win. He got the win at home. You got pressure on Mike McCarthy. McCarthy is if you lose this game, you know he about to get fired. I don't know. It depends on the fashion how you lose. If you lose 17-14, last minute field goal, I mean that happens, right? If he get blew out 27-10, yeah, he's toast. Whether he lose by 1 point or 10 points, I think he's gonna be gone. I disagree, man. Because the Cowboys just showed you who they are, right? Green Bay, you said it last week. Green Bay, San Fran, and the Ravens are the top 3 teams that's playing outstanding football. Mm-hmm. If you lose to Green Bay at home, but you lose by a last-second field goal, you played a hell of a game. You just lost at the end. But if you go out and you lay a goose egg and they blow you out 27-10, which they are capable of doing. Don't get it twisted. Green Bay is a good team. Don't get it twisted. If they lose 27-10, 27-14, yeah, he's fired. But if he lose, I don't believe Jerry will part ways with him. I really don't. Because if that was the case, he would have part ways with him last year. I think they had that meeting last year, that right after the game on Monday. Well, Coach McCarthy this year, last year, we got to bring home something. We had to go in a different direction. You understand my mandate for you, sir? You know I'm a 10 toes down Jerry Jones. I think that's the conversation they had last year. And if he don't do what he's supposed to do. The reason I disagree, look how long he held on to Jason Garrett. Over 10 years. Jason Garrett didn't do nothing. Here's why it's different. Jason Garrett was like a son to him. Jason Garrett was his former player. So he had more of an emotional tie to him than you do Mike McCarthy. No, but Mike McCarthy is a Super Bowl champion. Jason Garrett. The reason why he kept what's his name? The running back 2 years too long. He kept Zeke 2 years too long because he had an emotional connection to him. He should have cut Zeke way before what he did. No, he didn't do the same thing for Terrell Owens, even though he's put up numbers. You cut Zeke because you had my man back there, Prescott, right? Not the running back, Preston. That's why you cut Zeke. You started to see the tread was leaving on the tires. Plus Zeke got his money. So that's why you cut Zeke. He did right by keeping Zeke as long as he did. Because you had no running back to replace Zeke. That's why he kept Zeke as long as he did. I don't think they still got a running back to replace Zeke. I think that they've been lucky to do it by committee and by RPO. I don't think they've really actually replaced Zeke. But like this, Zeke earlier years Zeke, not last year Zeke, the Zeke earlier years. I'll put it that way. Nah, because when he went to New England this year, he didn't do nothing because he got his money. He don't care now. That's what I'm saying. Once they get their money, the passion for the game starts to decline. I got my paper. I'm straight now. Look at all the years Calvin played. Calvin didn't get nothing, but he got his paper. That's what you plan for, your paper. Well, that's Calvin. That's a whole nother situation with Calvin and how they didn't put nothing around him. So I'm frustrated.
They ain't putting nothing around him. Oh, here we go.
We gonna leave that. We gonna table that conversation because now we have the rest of the day. We got Eagles and Buccaneers. We got Jalen Hurts. and going down to Buccaneers territory, going down to see the former Heisman Trophy winner. I do not like that as a Monday night game. But for some reason, it just might turn out to be the best game of the weekend. From my point of view, it'll be either the best or the worst game of the weekend that the Eagles-Buccaneers game.
At the end of the day, okay. At the end of the day, what does Baker Mayfield have to lose? Nothing.
He's been playing like that all season. Hey, I'm supposed to be out the league. I then give one of my quote-unquote last shot here with Tampa Bay. They don't believe in me, so let me go ahead and do what I got to do.
Now, I'm going to tell you, that would be the biggest upset if they do knock off the Eagles.
No. If here's why. Philly has been playing consistently bad the last 6 weeks of the season. So for them to lose on Monday night would kind of be par for the course. If this was week 10 and the season ended at week 10 and they lost to the Buccaneers, that's an upset. Right now,
you're the defending East champions, right? You're a year removed from the Super Bowl, right? Okay. So a 9-8 Tampa Bay team that you got to travel to and you lose to them, that's an upset. That's an upset.
You know what I'm doing over here? I'm doing a Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Do. What have they done lately? They haven't done much of anything. They're
just
playing straight to
what are you talking about? They just won the division.
They backed into the division. They didn't win it. They backed into the division. That division, that's the worst. Well, no, no. Dallas won the division. They came in second. That's why they're in the 6th spot. They backed into that spot.
What is Dallas record? 12-4? No, 12-5.
12-5.
What is Philly's record? 12-5.
But they backed into it. They were number one, 2 all season long. Then they've lost a bunch of games down the stretch.
Well, I'm not understanding your point. What is your point?
My point is Philadelphia is not playing up to Philadelphia standard the last 6 weeks of the season.
Do you know how hard it is to win? Do you know how hard it is to win back-to-back divisions like that?
I'm not saying it's not, but I'm talking about
where's your argument? That's what I'm not understanding. Where's the argument?
My argument is if the Buccaneers beat them, it won't be an upset in my eyes because of the way they played down the stretch.
They're 9-8. 9-8. Not 10-11. They 9-8. They won.
The Buccaneers being 9-8.
They're 9-8. And you're telling me a 12-5 team lose to a 9-8 team? That's not an upset. Yes, there you go. Yes.
If you're looking at it that way, but if you're looking at the reality of the situation, how they're playing down the stretch, in my heart, it wouldn't be an upset. It would just be par for the course for the way they played, the consistency that they played down the stretch.
Okay,
that's all.
What are them guys that you're repping right now? 12-5, right? The Lions, 12-5.
Okay, yeah.
The Rams are 10-7. That's not an upset. Yes. See, the silence right there. That's my point.
That would be an upset. That would be an upset, yes.
And it's going to be an upset because they're going to beat them.
The Lions have played consistently better across the course of the season. The Rams have been playing up and down across the season. The Lions had a little bit of a slide at the end of the season.
No, they haven't.
I
stand by what I've been saying all year long. You will beat the teams that you're supposed to lose to, and you will lose to the teams you're supposed to beat. Case in point, Dan Mullins is trash. He threw for 800 yards in 3 weeks. You're trash.
Yeah. I agree.
So what do you think he gonna throw for? What do you think Matt gonna throw for? Exactly.
We're gonna talk about that when we do our predictions. I'm gonna
come
back to that. I'm gonna come back to that. The Lions and Rams are next. We're gonna get to that. The Lions, we're gonna talk about them now. Lions and Rams, Sunday Night Football on Peacock. You can't even watch it on NBC. You got to go to Peacock to watch. You got to pay for it. It's pay-per-view.
Wait, what? You can't watch That's Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Wait, time out, man. You mean to tell me you can't watch it on Channel 4?
It's on Peacock.
So you won't even, if you don't got Peacock, you can't watch the game?
As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody out there, but I'm pretty sure that game is on Peacock.
Well, I mean, I got Peacock, but I don't like watching games on Peacock. That's trash.
I don't either. It's the quality is it gets grainy.
Yeah,
it gets really nice.
I thought it was
you can hardly see it.
exactly.
Everybody be on
no
the gangster
commercials.
league.
Yeah, ain't no commercial. Yeah, okay. They don't. You know what? That's how you know they gonna lose. They don't even want you to see it. Wow.
Well, I think the quarterback that control the emotions the best in this game is the one gonna win it.
No.
It's emotional for Goff to play against his team in playoffs. You got Matt Stafford coming back to play against Lions in Detroit for the first time. They wouldn't give his wife a suite. You know?
Don't have a court. You don't have a coach.
You know what? Lions?
Okay, here we go. I'm
glad.
Yeah,
McVay is definitely better than the Lions.
McVay?
Yeah, he's definitely better.
Okay, so here we go. 3 years ago, you traded Matt to the Rams, right?
Yes.
Okay. That same year, you went out to SoFi.
Yes.
This is when we seen. Okay, and this is when we seen Dan Campbell. He came out with everything, right?
Everything but the kitchen. He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him.
Okay. What do you think he's gonna do tomorrow? That's my point. Riverboat gambling.
What they need to do, they need to trade him for three magic bees and put on the 50-yard line and make him walk up to the top and get out of the stadium and put him in a helicopter and fly him away.
Let me tell you another reason why the Rams are going to win. Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions said the goal for this year was what?
Win the division.
They done that. They're not going to do nothing else. They just told you. So when they lose Sunday, you can't be mad because they set out and did what they were supposed to do. They said to win the division.
I'm going to be mad.
You're going to be mad? Why you going to be mad? I can get mad. Irene Holmes, my grandmother, God rest her soul, she always said, you can't get mad at somebody for showing you who they are. He ain't telling you.
I agree with you on
that. The goal was to win the division. They won the division. They don't want nothing else.
I agree. I'm gonna be mad.
Be mad for what? Why are you mad?
I'll be mad.
Why would you be mad?
Okay. The practicality of me know that there's a distinct possibility that the Lions are going to win.
No.
The fan in me says, I want my Lions to win. The practicality in me right now is winning. It's a very good chance that Sean McVay go come up in there and just also put the smack down on the Lions.
Let me ask you this. You ever seen the movie Two for the Money? Matthew McConaughey and Al Pacino?
I think so, many years ago.
Okay. And a part of the movie, he asked him, you willing to take that bet? He was like, yeah. He said, would you bet your mother's house? He said, yeah, with her sitting in it. I bet my mother's house, and she's not even here no more. God rest her soul. You will not beat the Rams. Because they don't expect you to beat the Rams. You already accomplished your goals for the year to win the division. Hosting the playoff game, one part of it. Winning the playoff game, one part of it. You will lose tomorrow night. And they make it so funny, they're not even going to put it on TV for you to see it.
Okay, I've been corrected. Stephen Harris did some research. He said the game is also on NBC. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that.
Of course he would. You know why he did the research? Because he's embedded with it. He's a Wolverine. He know I have nothing but love for that guy. That's my guy, Steve Harris. I said, if anybody gonna find it out, it would be Mr. Harris. And what pops up? Stephen Harris says it's all right, of course.
Good Lord. We'll be behind on time. All right, really quickly, we had where we at? We had extended Black Monday. Commanders got rid of Rivera, Raiders got rid of McDaniel, Seahawks. And a twist of change down the line, they had conversations. Pete Carroll walked away. Chargers was already gone, but Brandon Staley was gone. They got rid of the GM Telesco as well. So they're looking for both. Bill Belichick left and Jared Mayo took over. We got to stop right there. On whose list was Jared Mayo? I know who Jared Mayo is. I know he played for the Patriots. I didn't even know he was on the coaching staff. One day they say Bill Belichick is retiring. The next morning, not even 24 hours later, they say Jared Mayo taking over. I said, who? Is he a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator? Is he special teams? Well, this is I wonder what he got on the Patriots organization for him to be the new coach. I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but what do we know about this guy? I remember him being a real good linebacker.
What do we know about Dan Campbell?
3 magic beans.
Okay, so to me, and this is just in my opinion, maybe that's the way they trended now, because now the Raiders are thinking about Antonio Pierce, right? Only time I remember Antonio Pierce was when he played for the Giants. I don't remember Antonio Pierce past that. I know he got a Super Bowl ring.
He just got an interview with the Titans.
Huh?
He just got scheduled for an interview with the Titans on Monday. I don't think they're bringing him back to the Raiders.
Okay, he got to get the job first, right?
No, I'm serious. I don't think they're bringing him back to the Raiders.
What I'm saying is, you can have an interview. That don't mean you're gonna get the job, right?
Right, that's true.
Right,
that's
it's the same thing. Okay, I thought, me personally, I'm with you with the Jared Mayo. I thought they would have went and got Mike Vrabel. He used to play for him. If you're taking former employees and making them coaches, why not get Mike Vrabel?
Right.
But man, I don't, like I told you, Kraft and Jerry Jones and all them, I would never play for them. I would never work for them, nothing, because they're gonna stab you. They're gonna stab you in the back quicker than anything I've ever seen in my life. You see how Jerry Jones did T.O.? He brought him in the office, put down the paper, we with you, but we got to let you go. Now, you could have called my agent and told you had me come up here for that. That's what I know.
Yeah.
They are, as far as businessmen, they are horrible. They are horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still perplexing me, though. I knew that Vrabel was going to be gone. You could tell by his press conferences he was getting more and more increasingly frustrated with the situation. And so for him to go,
I really do. I think Derrick Henry and them quit on him. I think the Titans just quit on him. But I think they went out that last game and was like, okay, since we're not going to the playoffs, Jacksonville, you're not going neither. And they you know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't look like they played the part, but they really didn't play the part. But no.
Every coach at some point will get tuned out. No matter how long, if you're there too long, at some point it's best that you do something else. Nobody's going to be there forever. It's very rare for you got people that have been there 20, 30 years, like Belichick did, or like the old Miami coach, San Francisco coach, Shula. You will get tuned out at some point. That's just what it is. At some point, your message doesn't work anymore. And that's what they're worried about Tomlin. They're worried about that his message doesn't work anymore. So it's still rumors that he could leave Pittsburgh. I don't think he wants to leave Pittsburgh. To me, he go come out coach the Lions if he want to. Come on over. No, we got a room for you at Sherwood Park. We got a house for you at Sherwood Park. Come on.
No, please, no, please don't. Please, no, please. I quit Chrysler tomorrow. They give me the job. I'll probably get fired 6 games in. Probably would. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. I probably would get fired the first 5 games. Fire him. Okay, yeah. Where did y'all get him from? Oh, he used to work at Chrysler. But please don't bring Mike Tomlin here. Please.
I thought you said I quit the job tomorrow and take over the Lions instead of him. I thought you was gonna say. That's funny. Okay. Steven says I knew he's been grooming him since 2018. I believe that, but at what point did we hear? Maybe they just kept it quiet. Maybe they're not like Jerry and telling all their business. We got.
Well, maybe you never know. Bill Belichick might have referred him, right? That's
true. Bill Belichick does refer a lot of people quietly in the background of all different walks of life who's doing well, like a sailor, a lot of guys like that. He's made a way for a lot of people. Right. Let's see here. The Falcons, Arthur Smith. Do you think that V-formation was the last straw when Jameis Winston, famous Jameis, went out there and went rogue, handed the ball off? Do you think that was the last straw for Arthur Smith? Or was it already a done deal?
Your quarterback sucks. your top draft pick, the dude, the running back out of Texas, BJ, what was his name?
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson. And then you got Pitts, that's your number one target. The quarterback, that's what they need more than anything. They need a quarterback. Riddle sucks. The backup to him sucks. The guy who holds the clipboard board and the Sharpie, he sucks. It's terrible. If you was going to go that route, you might as well let Matt Ryan came back. Told him to turn in the CBS jacket and let him come back because they trash. Look, that was the place where Mike Vick owned. And they ain't had a quarterback since Mike Vick left.
Well, we're going to table that because we're going to come back to that because we got to talk about Famous Jameis. Famous Jameis, I understand your question. What's your question? We got to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in Stupid Sports News. Let's jump forward really, really quickly. We got to talk about college football. Nick Saban has retired. Can DeBoer continue the legacy?
Who is DeBoer?
DeBoer, the Washington coach, he got the job.
What?
Yes.
What was I with this?
Yesterday, DeBoer has a job.
So he left Washington to go to Alabama?
Yes. Now you ready for the other one? You ready for the other one?
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Michigan back channeled Washington and told them to hold on. Don't let him go to Washington because Harbaugh might be leaving and we want you to come over here.
Wait a minute. So the team that just got trashed for the national championship, Alabama hires him.
Yes.
That's what you do. They only did that because my man.
Okay, hold on. Let's connect the dots, though. Norvell, Sarkisian, and DeBoer all have the same agent.
Okay.
Soon as the Saban job opened up, Sarkisian got a raise in Texas. Norvell got a raise in Florida State. Why? Because they floated those names to those schools to take over for Nick Saban. Okay. That allowed DeBoer to slide on in, take that job and get that money. Same agent.
He'll be looking for employment in 3 years because they don't play down there.
I think DeBoer's going to be okay. And here's why: 12 teams instead of 4. 12 teams instead of 4.
But look what conference you're in.
Yes, he's still in the SEC. The SEC now will consistently get 3 or 4 teams. So right now you can get Texas, you can get Alabama, you can get Georgia, and you can get who else? Anybody else after that? Whoever the 4th team will be after that. Tennessee.
Out of that 4, Alabama can miss being one of them 4.
Yeah, but he still can do it consistently. He still can every 3 to 4 years, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 years, can still make the playoffs at that school because it's 12 teams instead of 4. That's what's gonna save him.
You got Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee ain't no slouch.
Lane Kiffin can't get out of his own way.
Who?
Lane Kiffin can't get us out of his own way.
It doesn't matter. That's one of the 4. That's my point.
Okay.
Tennessee, Ole Miss, Georgia, Florida, Alabama. It's 5. I named you 4 before Alabama.
That's 5. Texas.
That's 7. That's 6. So now you move to 6. You're still not one of the 4.
But it's still 12 teams.
Okay, I get you. I get the part of the 12 teams. I get that. Just nod your head and act like you're agreeing with me. Right? What I'm saying is, out of the 6, you said only 4. Ole Miss.
No, what I'm saying is not 4 teams anymore. Is what I'm saying.
Right. So
they look. So you can get 4 or more
right.
in the conference.
Nod your head.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. I got you. Go.
Out of the 4, I just named you. Out of the 6, he wouldn't make one of the 4. He would either be 5 or 6 if you add Texas. The 4 would be Ole Miss, Florida, Tennessee, and Georgia. He's not even cracking the 4.
Okay.
Right.
Florida don't have a coach right now that's worth a doggone.
It doesn't matter.
Lane Kiffin can't get out of his way coming to the press conference, disheveled, wearing the old leisure suit.
What was Ole Miss record last year?
I had to look it up.
I'll tell you. It was 9-4. How many games
you enough to make the playoffs? Was he in the top 12 when
They
they finished
finished
in
in the top
September?
12. They finished
I
in
gotta
the
look
top
that
12.
up. I gotta look that
Okay.
up.
So my
We're not
point.
gonna have time for that one today.
Okay. My point is what I'm saying is he's going to have to play Georgia. He's going to have to play Florida. He's going to have to play LSU. That's
Ooh, we
three
didn't
top
say
teams.
LSU.
Who?
And we didn't even put LSU in that other group.
Exactly. So that's 8. He's not even cracking the 4.
I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say I think that DeBoer is going to be okay. Is he going to have Nick Saban success? No. Will he have success enough to still consistently have a chance to make the national championship playoffs, the college football playoffs? Yes, I think so. Because if you can go up to Washington where they had nothing, you step into that Alabama where they still have a consistent base there. And Nick Saban already said, I'm still going to be around. I'm not the coach. He going to be like the GM. So you got that backing right there. I think he's going to be okay.
Okay, so I'm a high school. Okay. I'm okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm a sophomore. Nick Saban just retired. I'm a starting cornerback for the Alabama Crimson Tide. You bringing in this DeBoer kid from Washington. But I know Nick going to be behind the scenes. Am I going to take my talents to Ohio State or somewhere? Sure I would, because I don't know nothing about this clown. I do know a little bit about Ryan Day. I do know a little bit about Jim Harbaugh. I'm not willing to get his club. Michael Jordan did it best. If Phil's not here, I'm not coming back. If Nick ain't here, I'm out.
Well, if you use Michael Jordan, you see what happened to him when he went to Washington and with nobody there to help him and how bad he looked after that.
And he played on one leg and he still averaged 20 at the age of 40-something, at the age of 42.
Exactly. But when did he go in the playoffs? To the golf course.
And he still was sitting at 6. He was on 2 hands, right? Everything you're going to throw, I'm about to throw the dart right
back. But
the
point, you made the point of the field not there, I'm not there. Okay, he went somewhere else. He didn't have the same success. That's all I'm saying. I think the board's going to be just fine. I think we can't argue too much on this because we run behind. And I got to throw a curveball at you. I don't know if you heard this one. MSU coach, the new coach, Coach Smith, felt like he left Oregon State a little bit too soon. Why? Because he had his eye on the Washington job. He felt, the rumor is, they put this out yesterday, that he felt like he left too soon. Now that DeBoer left, he kind of want to go to Washington. And there's a possibility he can, that's exactly what I said. I said, goodbye.
Hey, bye.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
We'll be all right. See you later. So maybe we can still get Urban Meyer. We shall see. All right. We really running behind time. We just gonna mention our Pistons, who were 4-36 last night after losing by 2, after having the dumbest turnover in the whole wide world. Did you see that? The out of bounds, where the guy took the ball out of bounds, passed to the guy who runs right back out of bounds, travels out of bounds, and throws it back in. What are you doing? What game are you watching?
Hey man, look, I'd be glad when the season is over for them, man.
I said drugs are bad 3 times over.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. What are you paying attention to? But hey, they were down in Houston last night. Oh my goodness. Maybe they partied too hard down in Houston, and that's why they play so bad.
Maybe.
Oh my goodness. But all right, we go. Let's see here where we at. Men's college basketball, we only got one thing to talk about. Michigan State probably won't make it to the tournament. They're 9-7 right now.
They'll make it.
You think so?
They're 9-7 right now. They're 1-4 in Big Ten play, right? Okay. They'll go to the tournament just because Tom's there. If Tom wasn't there, no. But they gonna go.
I think they're gonna be the highlight of the NIT tournament.
Nah, they watch. You'll see. Remember this conversation. Remember this conversation. January 13th, 2024.
All right.
They will make the tournament.
I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna say it like this. They're gonna host UD like they did many years ago. Like I went to that game before they started their run going back to the tournament.
They go, trust me, they gonna make it.
Okay, all right. We gonna book that. We gonna come
Right.
back here.
Remember this day.
Just like when we started doing NBA, you told me to remind you to come back to Phoenix and somebody who was there that you said to remind you about
Phoenix and the Lakers.
Phoenix
We'll
and
be
Lakers. Okay.
in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah.
Okay. Woo. We gonna come back to that one. We definitely gonna come back to that one. All right, we got to jump into women's sports. Conference play is going, and right now they announced the top 3 finalists for the Witten Award: Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and Paige Buchers. Reese LSU, Caitlin in Iowa, and Buchers at Connecticut. Right now, to me, it's Caitlin Clark's to lose. Of course, they got the girl in Utah is going to be there. They got the girl at Stanford and the one at USC, the freshman. They talk about her too.
Okay.
So they those are the top 6 that they have right there, and for the Wooden finalists. And I wanted to go to the top 25, but we short on time. But I did want to make sure we mention sports, women's sports. We always got to make sure, no matter what we talk about women's sports, we got a good amount of things to talk about in stupid sports news. So let's go ahead, take a quick pause for the cause as we jump into women's stupid sports news. Let me slow down.
Yeah, take your time, man.
Take my time. Because when you're producing and doing everything in the background like this, you got to keep trying to find everything. Where we at? Come on now. Where stuff at? Come on now. See, this is the fun part. That's why Marcus is so valuable, because while we on this side yelling back and forth at each other, he can easily jump into the sports. Here we go. We're going to take a quick pause for the calls as we jump into stupid sports news. Push. All right, we made it back in time. I had to blow my nose real quick, make sure I don't have no residuals. All right, there we go. All right, where we at? Stupid sports news. Bam, right there. There we go. Let me put that up on the screen, and let me jump back over onto the side where I can find my notes. There we go. We got notes. Of course, like I said, we're gonna talk about Jameis Winston. I think Jameis Winston is on some type of controlled substance, because this is him in the interview. What do you mean? What's wrong with us running that play? So your question is what? He looked like he got back to the locker room and said, "Woo! I scored a touchdown for my boy." Would you say, Mr.? Did you see the interview?
Nah, I didn't see
that. I'm gonna send it to you, because this is exactly what he look like. I'm not saying he on crack. We sure look a little crackish.
Ain't that the guy that walked out with the lobster when he was for the state?
Yes.
And he go, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. There you go.
Shannon Sharp roasted him. He said he has a loser's mentality when it comes to football, because you don't go rogue like that. And when you're in victory formation, hand the ball off to the guy. Of course you want to support your team, but you already done what you're supposed to do. You down on the 1 yard line at the end of the game. Like I said, I think that was if Arthur Smith wasn't going to get fired, I think that was the last straw for Arthur Blank to say, "Hey, they don't respect you enough to take a knee at the end of the game. I don't need you on my, coaching my guys."
Right.
Arthur Smith was about to fight the New Orleans coach. He almost got a 2-piece on the way out the door. He good amount of cussing at back and forth at him. The New Orleans coach. He really didn't know what was going on at the time, so I know he had to go talk to Jameis before he could talk to the other coach. He didn't have time. Outrageous. I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna send you that whole thing. That was outrageous. That's all. That was funny. Michael Irvin is under an unspecified investigation. Again, this guy is either outrageous or got the worst luck in the world. What
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Mike. I really don't.
Somewhere in Allen, Texas, which isn't too far from me. Allen, Texas, that's where the quarterback for Phoenix is from. That's his hometown, where he led them to 3 state championships. 4 in a row.
Okay.
And it's an affluent area. It's most famous now because early in the spring, that's when they had that shooting at the outlet mall up there.
Okay.
So it's a very affluent area up there. I don't know if he lives up there, but I wouldn't doubt it. So his lawyer says it's as much ado about nothing. But to me, if there's all this smoke coming from him, you had the Super Bowl last year. You got fired for your friend having a crack pipe in his coat pocket when you hugged him, and I love Michael Irvin. If I played back in those days with him, I would give 100% on every play, even when I'm asleep, just to hear him give those speeches to get the team fired up. But everybody's life, work life, and regular life, everybody's different. What you show at work is not what you necessarily show at home. It's rare that you're gonna see both of them. Correct. But I'm really worried about this one because it's again. The word is again and again and again. Had you heard about that?
Nah, I didn't hear about that one either.
Yeah, it came last night. All right. Kelly Stafford wants a free suite.
She's entitled to that.
She's entitled? Okay.
Yeah. 12 years.
Excuse me. So you think that it was okay for her to come in town and say, "Hey, Lions, put me where I always go. I'm not paying nothing, and I'll see y'all on Sunday night."
Your husband was employed with this organization for 12 years. He gave his blood, sweat, and tears to this organization for 12 years. It's not his fault y'all didn't put nothing around it. It's funny how he moved on. Now he's the bad guy. But when he was here, it was, he don't got no help.
I never saw him as the bad guy when he left. To me, I thought it was a great business decision for him. Sometimes it's best to move on. I just thought here's what I thought was bad. I thought it was tampering for McVay to just magically be at the same resort as him. For him and McVay to magically having dinner because his best friend set it up for him to be. That to me, that was tampering. That's what I didn't like. You're gonna go.
Right.
And then you're going to get on TV and brag about it too? NFL didn't do nothing about it. Lions didn't say nothing. That's tampering. That was tampering. Hands down. All right. We talked about this at the beginning. You already got yours on. What do we do about the Stafford jerseys? Do we wear them? Do we not wear them? Are we supposed to burn them? Are we doing the King James burn them when he leave Cleveland jersey? What you think? You wear the jersey, I'm gonna give you.
I told you. I told you before, and I'll tell you again. If I was to attend that game tomorrow, I would be on Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 7, CW50, Channel 20, you name it, I'm on it. Because they'll be like, do you see this one guy? Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to make a spectacle.
So he's saying
I have his Stafford jersey. I have the Detroit Lions Stafford jersey, and I also had the Rams. I got the white one and the blue one. I don't have no problem with Matt Stafford because Matt Stafford's about to do what I need him to do. He's going to defeat the Detroit Lions.
But I've always said that teams should do this. If a favorite son or daughter come back and if they having success and they're on another team, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. 15 seconds of yay, we love you. Then right after that, that's it. It's business.
Nah, you don't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's the playoffs.
Even tomorrow, first time back.
Nah, not doing playoffs.
15 seconds of thank you, and after that, you got the booze.
You know what you can do in 15 seconds? You can kick the ball off in 15 seconds. No, no. Not a playoff game. And then you're gonna see them anyway next year. You're gonna see they on the schedule next year. You do it then. You don't do it a playoff game. That's disrespectful. No.
All right, I can take that point. I can succeed that point to you. More on the Big Tone. He asked us what was he having to do in the show. You right on time, sir. We about to do the picks in just a minute. We got two more things in Stupid Sports News, and this is probably the stupidest one of them all. It's sports because it's Aaron Rodgers. Jimmy Kimmel versus Aaron Rodgers. Jimmy Kimmel is Aaron Rodgers alluded to Jimmy Kimmel being on the Epstein flights, being on the list of all the people that was flying on Epstein flights. And Jimmy Kimmel went on TV and roasted him for about a good 15 minutes. So Kimbo really went at him, and then Aaron Rodgers came back the next day. Well, I was just joking around. I wasn't. That would be insensitive of me to insinuate that. No, that's what you said, man. That's basically what you said. I don't have the direct quote.
You got roasted for trying to play the dozens, and he brought the dozens to you. Right. So now, I was just joking. No,
he went at a comedian for being a comedian. Where I can see if Jimmy Kimmel went out and put on some helmet and shoulder pads and try to run the West Coast offense. Absolutely. That ain't gonna happen.
Absolutely.
So it was like when KD made jokes at that one comedian. He roasted him for 15 minutes. Ryan, what's Ryan's last name? Ryan Davis. I sent you that one too. Remember that?
Yeah, right.
When KD told Ryan Davis he was trash, and Ryan Davis put up every picture and everything back behind him for a good 15 minutes, and that shut the internet down for about 3-4 days. That reminded me of. That's what it reminded me of.
Right.
All right, last but not least, in Stupid Sports News, we got Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock, two sports reporters going at each other. Stephen A. spent a whole 30 minutes on his podcast. 30 minutes. 30 minutes going off on Jason Whitlock, calling him all kind of names I can't say on our show. Basically said, keep my name out your mouth.
Okay.
Because they don't like each other back behind the scenes. And it really bothered me to see them go at it like this. But I'm not surprised because Jason Whitlock pissed off everybody. Okay. Everybody. Nobody really wants to work with him. I'm not even in the business like that. We're not even in the business like that, but I've been hearing that for years.
Okay.
That how Jason Whitlock. And I just thought it was funny. I really had to sit down yesterday and listen to it about what Stephen A. Smith was so mad about. But, of course, you got to look at both sides. Right. I looked at what Jason Whitlock said. Jason Whitlock said he put out a book. All I did was critique it. Why are you mad at me?
Right.
I'm paraphrasing, of course, but he kept talking about how Stephen A. Smith said he averaged 1.5 points and he only played in one game. How you average 1.5 points and you only played in one game? Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Your math ain't math.
That's what he said. Math ain't right. I get that. But that was just funny how to see them guys go back and forth like that. Let's see. Kimball is on the list. Aaron said that. Nothing else. Is he actually on the list, Steven? I'm going to look that up because I don't think he was. Okay. All right, as we come down to the close of the show, we'll be back next week. We're going to really quickly jump and say the Red Wings are 20-16-5. They have 45 points. They have went down a little bit. They are in fifth place, 12 points behind the Bruins. Let me go back up here so we can get these predictions in for the games starting today and tomorrow. We're going to go right through them like we did before. We got the Browns in Texas. Who you got?
Give me the Browns, 17-10.
All right. I'm actually going to go with the Texans. I'm going to go 15-12.
Man, what is you in these scores, man? That don't even make sense.
Yes, it does.
15-12.
All field goals.
Man, this guy, man. Jesus, take the wheel. What is wrong with this guy?
Next we got Dolphins and Chiefs.
I'm going to go Dolphins 13-10. I can't even believe I said that.
Oh, she got the Chiefs losing at home. Okay.
I can't believe I said that.
Even if Taylor Swift show up?
Yeah, even if the Swifties show up. Yep.
Okay.
I'm tired of her too. I'm ready to get 13-10. Yeah. I'm tired of her. Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. 3-0.
What?
3-0.
Man, hey, man.
Because of the weather.
Hey, man, get you some of this, man. If you don't do nothing else, get you some of this.
Hey, you didn't see me in the break blowing my nose like crazy. That's why I said
get you some of that, man. Get you some of that, man.
All right, we got Steelers and the Bills. Who you got?
13-0 Bills.
Bills 13-0?
Yep. The quicker Mike Tomlin go home, the quicker I am. 13-0.
I got the upset. Steelers. I like Steelers 14-13. All right. Green Bay, Dallas. What you got?
I ain't gonna play with you. I like Green Bay. I like Green Bay 27-10.
As much as I like Green Bay playing, they've been playing great right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the NFL or Jerry Jones allowing Green Bay to come in there and beat them. Green Bay is playing probably top 3 right now in the league. We've been saying that for a little while.
They did it.
I like Green Bay to win the game, but are they going to win the game? Probably not. So I'm going to say Dallas 27-13.
Okay. I remember they did it before now. When Aaron
I agree with you.
Nah.
I really like Green Bay better than Dallas, but I got to be realistic with saying the league has to have Dallas at least for 2 rounds. They got to have at least for 2 rounds. That's all I'm saying. All right, we're going to go Eagles, and then we're going to go Lions after that. Eagles, Buccaneers, what you got?
I'm going to go Bucks 10-6.
Okay. I'm going to go with
Told you.
This game is a tie, really, because the Eagles are not playing well right now. So, but I can't trust the Buccaneers, quite honestly. So I got to go with the Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm gonna go 10-7. All right. Last but not least, we got the Lions and the Rams. I already know you're going with the Rams. What's the score?
34-21 Rams.
Ooh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. I hate to say it, but I got to go with the Rams.
Right.
It's gonna be something like I'm actually gonna go 45-17. I hate to say that. It hurts me to say that. It's killing my soul to say that. Sean McVay. Plus, Rams are playing great right now. The Lions are up and down. That pass defense is terrible. We got the Lions they can't stop Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. They can't do it. And that's gonna open up the running game. And then we're gonna get behind and they're gonna turn Aaron Donald loose. I don't see it. It's gonna get ugly late. I hate to say that. I hate. Oh man, it hurts me to say that. But that's what we're looking at. All right, everybody. Once again, happy birthday, sir. Go enjoy yourself. Take some kind of time off and go take yourself out to eat or something. Go find your favorite food and everybody. Don't forget to go to Sister Rose Street Eats, my family spot in Allen Park. They just got rated by Chime Time, probably the best in the city so far of all the restaurants he's been to. So go check them out. We will be back next week on the 20th. Same back time, same back channel. But my boy Anthony gave me a little scold. He said, "One pride. Sorry to hear y'all don't believe." I believe in my lines. I don't believe in Dan Campbell, big bro. I hate to say that because I've been saying it for the last 3 weeks. I trade Dan Campbell for 3 Magic Beans. Point up. You can plant him at the 50-yard line and have him climb out of there and open up the roof. We didn't even have an open roof. I opened up a circle for him and let him out so he can go home. But that's what it is. I'm sorry. All right, you guys. See you in 7 days and 23 hours. Same back time, same back channel. Have a great day, everybody. Be safe.